You are given a baby on your 21st birthday, the child turns out to be you as a baby. Raising him won't change your life, only his. How would you raise this child to give it a better life than the one you have? Make him brush his damn teeth twice a day. Edit. Good to know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Greater than 21 first birthday. This hurts my brain. Send him to a Tibetan monastery to learn ancient martial arts so he can come back and be Batman. Give it to my parents. Don't tell him he's smart, instead praise his effort and hard work. Don't mock him when he tells me about liking or dating a girl. I hated when my parents did that to me. Not beat him? Edit. Thanks for the awards, kind strangers. I have been reading your comments, and I'm sorry to hear about all of your experiences. It's awful, and should be easier seen when you're a child. I wish you could have figured it all out sooner, and I'm sorry for what you all have experienced. Give him to a parent who's older than 21. Listen, bucko. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Yeet. Deleted. Simply give him the love and attention he deserves. Make sure to never put him through the DCF process and orphanages. Listen. Tell her that she always has someone to talk to, and if she doesn't feel comfortable with me, then we can find the appropriate people. Not downplaying her anxiety with cheer up, it'll get better, it'll be fine. I wouldn't ignore her or enable her. She would be told I love you every day and she would always be welcome to hugs. I would get her started in pre-K homeschool programming, provide discipline, and no discussion subject is off limits. I would talk to her more as a person and not overlook and treat her like some stupid child. I would actually raise her instead of simply watch. Surround her full of people who would love her. This is what I do with my 5-year-old who is basically me but with blue eyes. Lol. I like my life. I'd give the baby to my parents, they did a great job the first time around. Not use negative encouragement like, even jokingly, saying don't fuck this up before a big event. Get him into some solid sports early and teach him about handling money responsibly. You basically just described what's it like to get children, dude. It truly is a version of you and your soul, and how you raise him will, more or less, only change his life. Edit. Thanks for the awards, kind strangers. No finish everything on your plate nonsense. Freedom to make mistakes early on. I would pay attention to his ADHD symptoms and follow up with his teachers to make sure he was reaching his potential in school. Keep her away from the sperm donor so he can't touch her. So many of my issues stem from that asshole, and my mother not believing it happened. Put him up for adoption. I don't need to ruin another life. She would be treated as a person, not property. She would be given compassion and an education, not beatings and religious brainwashing. Let her socialize with the neighbor kids, let her have friends and not isolate her out of fear. Give her care when she says she hurts or aches, take her to the neurologist for the migraines and fainting spells. Help not only when the illness or whatever reflects poorly on my public appearances. Which means help her transition when she realizes she's on track for the wrong puberty. Maybe pay for part of her college education too, if she earns decent marks like I did. Tell her she's beautiful so she doesn't starve herself. Give it to my mom and stepdad while making sure my bio dad could never do what he did to me to her. I'm not fit to be a parent, but my mom and stepdad are. Not criticize the child and nitpick at everything she does. Support her individually and tell her she doesn't have to put on a face for others. Give him human affection, which I don't have. There are some things that people don't realize would happen if someone doesn't feel cared for. Take her to therapy when she freaking asks me to. Never comment negatively on her appearance and never tell her she talks too much. Also little things like ask her how her day was instead of constantly pressuring her about her grades. Also make sure she doesn't become a brat and keep her self-esteem up without making her prideful. Little man, most people are amazing. But there's some people, some bad people, who may even act like good people. And they're gonna try to hurt you. You say no. Get yourself away and clear. And come straight to me. If it doesn't seem right to you, or feel right to you, it ain't right. And they're lying to you. Protect yourself, and come straight to me with whatever is up. Always. You will never get in trouble for telling me about what's up in your life. Good or bad. Never. Same way I would raise a regular child. Isn't that just parenthood without the genetic variety? I just saw the mistake in the title. Shoot me.